Red.
Znają nas.
Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come.
Okej.
I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now.
Nie płacz.
We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was.
Tak.
Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more.
Aha.
I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions,
A czemu nie poczekał tego jednego
but I
dnia?
have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
Powiedz mi, gubernatorze.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain too, along with the huntress, Thickskin.
A, czy to
Do you know
słowczyni?
them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Okej.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse, it was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
Okej.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this.
Trzymaj
I
się, stara.
cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther? Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
Żegnaj. Wracamy na
Take a look
statek.
around, if that's all right.
Muszę się
Can I be
poprawić.
of any help?
You stay put. We'll find a way.
Odblokowanie. Pierwszą wskazówkę zawiera na ważne informacje o osobie, z którą zadano skorzystać z tych wskazówek w dowolnym momencie w menu w przypadku nawiedzenia taby. Wciskamy taby. Nawiedzenia. List miłosny. Kurwa. Jakieś pierdolone love lettery. Nie? Kurwa, tych listów tu jest. No. Ktoś w ogóle pracował? Tylko pisał te listy. Okej. Bo w 84 mamy... w 94 to był 95.
That porcelain saw many a dinner turned lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther.
Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse? Wouldn't you rather
Oh.
stay here? You'd be more comfortable.
It's very kind, but we've a long day ahead of us. We don't want to bother you.
I don't have much. But promise me you'll come for dinner tomorrow. For old time's sake.
Of course.
Okej.
Purcell, could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Tak jak gacza od klawiatura popada. Listopad 1694. List od Elinor Combs.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Zamknięte.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
Okej. To jest wyjście. A co to jest? O, sąsiadów jest, jak miło. Kurwa, tych rzeczy tu jest. Sypialni. Mam nadzieję, że nie będzie jakiegoś jumpscare'a tutaj.
Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable.
Tablet, zobacz szczegóły. Skąd biorą się koszmary? Pamięć naukowo moich mistrzów, niech Bóg błogosławi ich duszę. Koszmar nie ma nic wspólnego z koszem czy marami zmarłych. Podobnie jak we francuskim słowie Cauchemar, w niemieckim Nachtmacher. Aha, ciekawe. A to jest ta książka. Dobra, to nam nie pomogło za bardzo.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Okej. Oto synowie są darem Pana, owoc łona nagrodą. Psalm. Wymięta kartka.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Dobra, mamy coś. Tutaj jest coś. Niewysłany list do siostry Esther. Charles nie żyje. Nie potrafię nawet odróżnić prawej od lewej strony. Nie potrafię powiedzieć, jaki jest dzień, ani jak dawno temu odszedł mój Charles. Mój świat się rozpadł. Nic nie stało się tak, jak miało. Nie mogłam uczestniczyć w jego pogrzebie. To za wstyd. Zawiodłem mojego drogiego męża. Po prostu nie mogłem znaleźć siły, aby wyjść z domu i iść do miejsca, gdzie zmarł Charles. A zobaczyć, jak zostaje pochowany. Panie, zmiłuj się nad nami i poprowadź naszych przyjaciół do nas, zanim będzie za późno. Nowy Eden nie przetrwa zbyt długo bez mojego ukochanego męża, który go chronił. Brak mi słów, ale pomyślałam, że ty, która go tak kochałaś, powinnaś wiedzieć o jego odejściu. Tak?
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Aha, czyli... A, no okej, no to... Mamy Estę, tak? Ale gabinet zbadaliśmy już.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe. But there has to be more to it.
Idziemy na dół, tak? Pogadać z laską? Jeszcze tu nie byliśmy. A tu.
Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right.
Co to jest? A,
That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me.
o. Mapa. A tu jest perełka?
Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
O, ile piśmaków, ja pierdolę. Notatki Charlesa. Nikt po tej stronie oceanu i niewiele po drugiej wie, że przybyłem do New Eden jako pastor, aby prowadzić badania w Nowym Świecie w imieniu Bóstwa Stuły Świętego Pawła. Nigdy nie powiem tego głośno, ale podejrzewam, że są tu wiedźmy. A jeżeli jakąś faktycznie znajdę, bardzo chętnie poszerzę opowiedzenie swojej historii. Aha, okej. Księga Hioba. Przychodzi do mnie w snach.
Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something.
Kurwa. A,
These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found.
z nią trzeba pogadać.
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
Spoko.
How may I help?
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes, I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might.
W
But
snach?
now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was
Dokładnie.
there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Okej.
We
Żegnaj.
must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea. What will you do for my Charles?
Tak?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
No, zajebią go. Czy my? Ja!
You be alright?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles and help Charles with Charles. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
No dobrze, no. Ale my idziemy na handel. Tu, 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 tu.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antena Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
Osadnik.
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, traveling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
O, możemy z nim pogadać. Nie masz koszmary?
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
O, myślę, że zależnie ze mnie jakieś pieniądze.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and I fear foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
A banisher must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death, weather, too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything, everywhere, and all at the same time. Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
Świetnie to ujęte.
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
O nie.
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim.
Nie. Zobaczmy co ma.
Trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
Co tu mamy? Sprzedaj, to mogę kupić. Czyli de facto mogę kupić skórę, futro, len i wełnę. Ale na chuj to nam? To ja nie wiem.
I bid you good day.
A pleasure, Miss.
Otóż tam lata. Nie wiem, czy to ma wpływ na wydarzenia fabularne, kiedy podejdę do każdej osoby i z nim zagadam na temat wszystkiego, co udało mi się
Good day
ustalić.
to you, madam.
Duarte. Duarte, you came with the Banisher, did you not?
I am the Banisher.
Right. So you're
To
the
laska
face of
jest.
hope, are you? You what my tithes are buying. Let me have a look at you. Oh, right. Well, I hope I'm wrong. Bathsheba Ingersoll, or I was last time I looked.
Powiedz sklepu.
Tell me about your store.
Why? Would you like to buy some china? Some porcelana? A linen dress? That's about all we have left. You'll be shocked to learn that there is little demand for the finer things in life, and we have next to no supply of the staples. I should have gone when I had the chance. I suppose beneath it all, I'm an optimist. And that makes me a fool.
It may seem
nie
like an
dali
odd
coś z tyłu.
question, but may I ask if the curse has brought you bad dreams?
Every time I close my eyes, I'm in the store. Coins fall from the ceiling, only a few at first. When they hit the floor, they break. Like rotten teeth. Or finger bones, perhaps. The trickle becomes rain. A cascade smashing down to flood the store. I try to flee, but the flood rises too fast. I drown in shards of broken bone. There. Aren't you glad you asked?
What can you tell me about the curse?
Did Haskell not lay it out? We freeze, and at the same time, we rot. Minister Davenport said he'd summoned the best banisher there is. Can you lift the curse?
In my experience, most curses are actually hauntings. And while ghosts are treacherous, they're not invincible.
Well, I'd like to tell you I find that a comfort, but I'm afraid I would be lying.
Dobrze, żegnaj.
You're up to...
A tam poszedł Rudy, nie zagadał z nami w ogóle. O, to jest ten?
Yes?
Robiła panu
Do
koszmary?
you have
You don't want to hear about those.
Nalegam.
Try me.
In my sleep, chanting demons defile our precious meeting house and burn it to the ground. 2 poor souls are trapped inside. A man and a woman, screaming oaths and curses in strange tongues. I wake with a start and rush to the window. I am relieved to see the meeting house still standing.
Okej. O, jest nasz kapitan.
What now?
I hear the curse brings bad dreams. Do you have nightmares, sir?
My sleep is mind to mind, as is my humour when I wake. On both businesses, I suggest you occupy yourself with your own.
Znaczy, że nie.
Thickskin fears you may give up. Will you?
I do not give up. But think on this. If the curse is God's punishment, should we not surrender? Thickskin's view is enviably simple.
Tell me about Thickskin.
I wish my men had half her temper. They'd be warriors and survivors all.
Okej.
Do you fear God's punishment?
Don't you?
Okej. Bardzo rozmowny. Żegnaj, wąsaty kolego. Idziemy do Ina, zagadamy jeszcze z tym naszym demonologiem.
Governor,
How may I be of...
do you have bad dreams, Governor?
Yes. We spoke of that, Charles and I.
Your conclusions?
I am convinced that an unidentified evildoer has summoned a demon and inflicted it upon the people of New Eden.
Ciekawe kto.
According to Henry Boggart, in his Discourse Execrable des Sorciers, certain demons can provoke insomnia or bad dreams. Alu, for instance.
Alu?
The minister, contrarily, believed we were facing a ghost. He convinced us to hire you. I desperately hope that he was right.
Pracuję nad tym. Gruby, zaufaj mi.
Did you disagree with the Reverend's approach to the curse?
I did. But what of it? I'm not a banisher, I'm a man of God.
What's your problem with Banishers? Do you disapprove of us?
What does that matter? You're here, and I shall open the company purse and pay you for your work. When it's done.
Okej.
I'll go now.
I'll still be here if...
Nie. Nie będę cię potrzebował, prawdopodobnie.
You are... I hear some folk have been...
Not I. I'm not one to be on to by ghosts or what have you. I sleep silent.
Myślę, że zaprzeczy, bo jest
no
twarda.
dreams at all. Anyone who says different is a liar.
Okej.
Well then,
Aye. Yes?
a moment more of your time.
O, czy miała pani koszmary?
Charles, Minister Davenport, said many here had unpleasant dreams. He suspected they were part of the curse.
You are a curious character indeed, mistress. My dreams, good or bad or otherwise, are my own business.
No.
So they shall remain.
Okej, żegnaj laska.
You...
Idziemy zbadać cmentarz. Zresztą lata, tak mi się wydaje. Ja wiedziałem, co to jest.
A wisp. So close to town.
Tak jest.
Where are you leading me?
O nie. Co? Nie mogę tego zblokować?
How? What?
Nie!
A few moments later.
O kurwa.
So well. No one is safe here. Most of these people died fighting. Someone didn't want them here.
Jest? Wydmowy pył. Znaczy widmowy pył. Jest? Kuba!
I've seen more graves here than I've met settlers.
Okej, przerażające trochę jest. Pipi. Dobra, idziemy tutaj.
Many dead in more recent years.
A co to jest? Tu jest nasz Charles.
Why didn't you wait for us, old friend? I swear I'll make it up to you.
Długo pochowali? Czy oni się nie boją tu przychodzić i grzebać ludzi?
Everyone buried here died in 1677. A previous epidemic?
To może być na rzeczy, nie?
A memory lingers here. I might be able to reveal it.
Nawet jeżeli wybierasz niewłaściwy rytuał. A skąd wiedzieć, jaki to ma być rytuał? Okay.
What I picked up earlier should suffice.
Ciekawe.
In each stain hides a story.
In the name of the Lord, I command you. Be gone from this place!
You do not command me, clergyman.
Who are you, ghost?
Ukaż się!
Unveil yourself!
Well, since you ask so politely.
Who are you?
I am everything you've ever feared.
Be gone!
Be gone!
have no shell, no ties, no purpose.
No, but neither do you.
O nie. Na zawał umarł. Gdzie on idzie? O. Headshot? Chyba
Damn
tak.
it. That thing he faced. What was it?
Trzymano wskazówkę. A, mówiłem, że na zawał zdech. Kurwa. Poznano intencję, no to już wiemy.
The tie that binds his ghost. With it, I
A,
can make him
przepraszam.
manifest. Back to his grave, then.
Ukazanie.
Now is a good time for we old friends to talk. We've come too far, Red and I, not to see you one last time.
Czemu Reda nie?
Your pupil has become the master. If we fight, I'll beat you.
Ooh.
Come on, Charles. Join me now. I know you're here. I know you're here.
Jakiś młody.
You know me, Ghost. I only wish to talk. Esther worries.
Antena. Here. At last. Oh, poor Esther. I'm so sorry, my friend. So sorry for us all.
What happened? What's going on here?
Sad to say, dear friend. I made a mistake. And it cost me my life. Is Red with you? There is no time to waste.
Do you know how this curse began?
Kurwa.
What prompted it, I do not know. Nor do I know when. Many months ago, certainly. But I do know this. This nightmare chose New Eden for a reason.
So, a ghost.
This one is different. Implacable. Very clever. Many magnitudes more ferocious than a spectre, and just as relentless.
Why did you not wait for our help?
The threat was rising. Despair growing. There were so many dead, Antena. So much sickened flesh. So many afflicted souls. There was no more time.
Before you died, you investigated the curse. What did you learn?
That our enemy is deceptive and merciless. That we should not underestimate its power.
We?
I am dead, dearest Antena. But I am a banisher yet. I may still teach you.
If I allow you, which I do not.
Antena, do not repeat my mistakes. If a nightmare curses New Eden, you need all the help you can get. Its presence felt strongest in the meeting house. Perhaps the light of God there forced it to fight its ground. I had the building closed. The worst of the malevolence is contained, but it won't stay locked up for long.
Aha.
I thought nightmares were a myth.
A nightmare is the rarest of ghosts. A powerful, insidious spirit, birthed by tragedy most dreadful.
How do I banish it?
There is meager wisdom in the texts. What little there is says it cannot be banished at all.
If it's a ghost, I can't banish it. You took notes, I suppose? Where might I find them?
They vanished. In the days before my death. Perhaps I mislaid them. Which is not like me. If you find them, read them carefully. Perhaps I missed something. Something important.
We'll banish it, Red and I. Our good friend's death shall not go unpunished.
Be warned. This nightmare is too angry to be persuaded. And too powerful to be destroyed.
Your death pains us greatly. Your return pains me too.
I know. For my part, I'm glad to have seen you one last time. To have had the chance to warn you.
How did this nightmare kill you?
I believed that I could come to the cemetery and make it manifest. To my initial delight, it worked. I now suspect it came by choice. It seemed amused, as if it were a pleasant game to weigh my measure as a man.
How does its malevolence manifest?
Konkretne, kurwa.
And sickens bodies. It draws specters to it and sours the weather. It delivers nightmares to one's sleep. For a time, screams tore through the night as folk awoke in terror. It appeared to me. I did not see its true face. But I heard a woman.
No też słyszałem
She
kobietę.
was love. I felt her gaze. My heart froze. I died. The spirit is vengeance pure. The ghost of one who was terribly wronged.
I've heard your warning. You can go.
No, I must remain. Esther needs my protection. My flock needs me too.
You know how this works. You know I won't allow that.
I am still myself, Antena. With time, I'll grow stronger. I can help you.
The longer you haunt Esther, the hungrier you'll be. You know this.
This is different. I'm the Reverend Charles Davenport, your
To
friend.
ci ściemnia już, czy jeszcze nie.
You know me. You know I am a good man.
I knew you. You were a good man. Now you are a ghost, and I cannot let that stand. But I swear it, the nightmare will end, and Red and I shall do the ending. Charles Davenport was a good man and a fine mentor.
And you a fine student, though you took a hard line. I never could unpick that from your character. Has life tempered you since?
Life has tempered my steel. Death and the manner of it has made you the very thing you once opposed. Goodbye, Charles.
O nie.
Peace on your soul. Remembrance on your...
Antena, wait.
Wait for what? We're banishers. Death to the dead.
Let Esther choose for herself.
Oh, Lord, please don't ask me to do that.
Esther, my good wife, and the very best. I miss you so.
Oh, dear Lord, Charles, why are you here? Why have you come back? You must leave, please.
I must stay. I must protect you. The thing in the meeting house feeds on our torment. I should have known better. I know better now.
O.
Antena, give Charlie the ascent he deserves.
Charles Davenport, you have no reason to stay. Go. Let Esther grieve in peace.
O, jest smutne.
Save her, my friends. And save yourselves. Save them all.
Lipa. A w sumie tak już nie żył, jak przyjechaliśmy.
I'll walk Esther home.
I'll do it. The women can't talk.
Then all the way to the schoolhouse and make the bed. Charles is at rest now. And Tia, she gave him the care he needed.
Dobry chłopak. Ale rudy. O. No nie będziemy gadać przez całą drogę.
My Charles. Where do you think he is now?
He's... I don't know.
I miss the warmth of his hands. His calm presence in our house. If I close my eyes, I can picture him. He's in a place where sunlight chases the snow away. It is warm and there is fresh milk. The sheets are clean.
Może stąd gdzieś nie czuję się bezpiecznie, kurwa, w niebanym cmentarzu.
You're right. He's at peace. And you deserve to rest.
No, mieszkało koło cmentarza. Kurwa, krypy. Co to kurwa jest? Najnowsze przejście?
I'm sorry. I'll miss him dearly. Tomorrow, we'll continue investigating the curse. Good night, Esther.
I am glad you are here. Both of you. We need you. Good night, my dear. You should get some sleep. You'll need it.
Okay. To są nowe gadki.
Me again.
So
What can you tell me about the town meeting house?
the minister closed it down. Said it was dangerous. Imagine. Worship is dangerous now.
Do you remember when and why?
The when is difficult to say. I admit I've lost track of time with the dullness of the days.
Okej.
You're up.
Czyli mamy kolejne linie.
Yes?
Did you know the Reverend Davenport thought the meeting house haunted?
I did know that. To his shame, the late minister ended services and closed the meeting house. No wonder we are where we are.
And what do you think sits in the meeting house?
Miss, if the devil sits in our meeting house, it means that we, the people of New Eden, have failed to repudiate his works. Obviously.
Ciekawe. Dobra, i pójdziemy jeszcze do Gowernora i tamtego i zobaczymy, co oni powiedzą. To jest nasz ten wąsaty ham.
What can you tell me about the meeting house?
Davenport closed it.
You sound surprised.
I am not. Do not go to the meeting house. Don't. And should I be in some way unclear, do not go to the meeting house.
Aha, i coś tam jest na rzeczy. Zobaczmy to u grubego. Ja tu tam też siedzi.
Have you dreamed of the meeting house?
No, Wait. Now that you mention it, I do not dream of it, but lately it dominates my thoughts in a way not pertinent to its importance. As if there I had some business, unknown, unknowable, and most of all, unfinished.
O,
I'll still...
ciekawe. Jeszcze została ta. Tarda, zanim wyjedzie.
You? Can I ask you about the meeting house?
I never went there much. Davenport had ribbed me for it, but I'm not one for sitting. We'll stay away from the meeting house now. I suggest you do the same.
Mhm.
Well,
Dalej zamknięty jest? A nie mogę. Co to jest? O. Ale tu jest. Pierdolę, to... Dobrze poszedłem. Lód. O, techniki pogromcy duchów. Czytamy. Aha, jakaś broń palna będzie. Okej. Ten kurwa siedzi i gra na jakimś brzękadle. Dobra, zaraz dąż do Rita w szkole. Przecież tu jest Rit. Brzdąka sobie. Usiądę. To koniec jest? Aha. Okay. To było to.
We did the right thing. Charles was our friend.
I love you, Red McCraith.
Love story, ciąg dalszy.
But when it comes to ghosts, your heart makes you reckless. It's dangerous.
Were you really about to banish Charles?
Co mam tu wybrać? To nie był czas? No był!
Charles would have done the same for your ghost or mine.
I hope he'd have at least hesitated. Charles was a good man, full of love.
Banishing his ghost wouldn't have been easy, but it would have been right. Ghosts only bring misery, Red. Make no mistake, they steal life's essence from the living.
Aye. They don't always do it out of malice. Give them that.
The dead have no business with the living.
Letting go is hard, even for the dead. Dies bind fast.
Chyba rozumiem, do czego to
And we are
zmienia.
paid to cut the knot.
Would you banish me? If it came to it?
You'll not escape me so easy. You I would bring back from the dead.
That's not funny.
I'd fill you with fresh essence. I'd give you so much essence you'd return bloated with life.
Steal essence from the living to feed my ghost. You wouldn't, eh?
Oj.
I would. Then I'd kill you again for dying before I do.
Sometimes you scare me.
I know.
Do you think Charles was right? This thing in the meeting house could be what did he call it? A nightmare?
I really hope not. Such entities are legendary ghosts, even for Banishers.
Dziwne, że jakichś wykładów nie
We'll see
zrobili.
tomorrow. Now to sleep.
Właśnie, spać,
This
cała.
was a dreadful day.
Będzie koniec po tej scenie. Wow. Mają poduszek?
Poor Charles.
Poor Esther.
Koszmary będą.
Poor Esther.
O nie. Koszmar. O nie. Nie będzie jej. Poszła sama. Wiedziałem, kurwa.
Antena? She took her firebane. She says I'm the reckless one.
Czy mamy ten sam ekwipunek? Czy współdzielimy ekwipunek? Tak, to dobrze. Nie jest tam ojebany. Rozwiązane, dobra. Dobra, tu będzie koniec. Albo przerwa. Zobaczymy, może dzisiaj jeszcze jeden stream zrobię. Bo gra całkiem fajna jest. Trochę dużo pierdolenia, no ale spoko. I także tak.